So for my school, I'm using a lot of Canvas and Google. I also use accommodation services. So I have captioning services and a screen reader and some other things as well to help me with my note taking. I have noticed that with AI, I can tell when they use an AI captioner versus a human captioner. Because when I'll be doing my text, I'll notice the AI miswrites the word. And if the first thing I see is like a lecture or video, and then I go there, I'm like, what term are they talking about? I thought it was this word, and it turns out the AI just found like a synonym word that was spelled really closely or could be mispronounced. And so I've had some difficulties with that, just like being integrated into my studies, or I've had to have some discussions with instructors and saying, hey, I know you're using AI to help make this accessible, but it actually made it a little less accessible because I'm not quite sure if I'm understanding this correctly, because I'm not sure if the AI understood it correctly. But that just like goes back because like I've been doing like a lot of like subject searches and doing like the first link page that Abigail mentioned. And what I've been doing recently is if you scroll at the very bottom of your first page in a Google search, there's an option to turn off personalization. So because I'm a remote student in another state, sometimes like the suggested search terms or the examples I'll be given won't match like the examples that my instructor shows me because their search is based in Wisconsin and I'm based off another state. So I will turn off that search result. And as a result, I'll get more references and lists of information that resembles my coursework. So I've noticed that a lot when I'm doing searches. I've been experimenting this semester between DuckDuckGo and the Google searches. And I find sometimes it's nicer to have a little bit more control using a non-Google search because I can pick like a different country. So I was doing research on like children's literature globally, and I can pick like UK and I can search there, and it's easier for me to find data that I need. And I tried a little bit with ChatGPT, the free one, to do that as well. And it turns out the default is UK English. So I'm wondering how much of those results were kind of stilted when I was experimenting with it earlier in the semester. But otherwise, in like the LAS thing, because I work in a public library, I've noticed a lot of those just people wanting to use more natural speech in their keyword searches saying, I typed in Disney movies and it didn't give me anything because you did not search up Little Princess or Ariel video recording. It's very specific. So I'm doing a lot of instruction of, hey, we use keyword searching. We don't aggregate your data for searches necessarily. So you're going to have to literally type in just like the main title or the main thing. Sometimes something will show up in genre, something times it won't.